Section 4. All public officers and employees shall take an oath or affirmation to uphold and defend this Constitution. Section 5. The Congress shall provide for the standardization of compensation of government officials, including those in government-owned or controlled corporations with original charters, taking into account the nature of the responsibilities pertaining to and the qualifications required for their positions. Section 6. No candidate who has lost in any election shall, within 1 year after such election, be appointed to any office in the government of any government-owned or controlled corporations or in any of its subsidiaries. Section 7. No elective official shall be eligible for appointment or designation in any capacity to any public office or position during his tenure. Section 8. No elective or appointive public officer or employee shall receive additional, double, or indirect compensation, unless specifically authorized by law, nor accept without the consent of the Congress, any present, emolument, office, or title of any kind from any foreign government. Pensions or gratuities shall not be considered as additional, double, or indirect compensation. See the Commission on Elections. Section 1. There shall be a Commission on Elections composed of a chairman and 6 commissioners who shall be natural-born citizens of the Philippines and, at the time of their appointment, at least 35 years of age, holders of a college degree, and must not have been candidates for any elective position in the immediately preceding elections. However, a majority thereof, including the chairman, shall be members of the Philippine Bar who have been engaged in the practice of law for at least 10 years. 1.2. The chairman and the commissioners shall be appointed by the President with the consent of the Commission on Appointments for a term of 7 years without reappointment. Of those first appointed, 3 members shall hold office for 7 years, 2 members for 5 years, and the last members for 3 years, without reappointment. Appointment to a vacancy shall be only for the unexpired term of the predecessor. In no case shall any member be appointed or designated in a temporary or acting capacity. Section 2. The Commission on Elections shall exercise the following powers and functions. 2.1. Enforce and administer all laws and regulations relative to the conduct of an election, plebiscite, initiative, referendum, and recall. 2.2. Exercise exclusive original jurisdiction over all contests relating to the elections, returns, and qualifications of all elective regional, provincial, and city officials, and appellate jurisdiction over all contests involving elective municipal officials decided by trial courts of general jurisdiction, or involving elective barangay officials decided by trial courts of limited jurisdiction. 2.3. Decide, except those involving the right to vote, all questions affecting elections, including determination of the number and location of polling places, appointment of election officials and inspectors, and registration of voters. 2.4. Deputize, with the concurrence of the President, law enforcement agencies and instrumentalities of the government, including the armed forces of the Philippines, for the exclusive purpose of ensuring free, orderly, honest, peaceful, and credible elections. 2.5. Register, after sufficient publication, political parties, organizations, or coalitions which, in addition to other requirements, must present their platform or program of government, and accredit citizens' arms of the Commission on Elections. Religious denominations and sects shall not be registered. Those which seek to achieve their goals through violence or unlawful means, or refuse to uphold and adhere to this Constitution, or which are supported by any foreign government shall likewise be refused registration. Financial contributions from foreign governments and their agencies to political parties, organizations, coalitions, or candidates related to elections constitute interference in national affairs, and, when accepted, shall be an additional ground for the cancellation of their registration with the Commission, in addition to other penalties that may be prescribed by law. 2.6. File, upon a verified complaint, or on its own initiative, petitions in court for inclusion or exclusion of voters, investigate and, where appropriate, prosecute cases of violations of election laws, including acts or omissions constituting election frauds, offences, and malpractices. 2.7. Recommend to the Congress effective measures to minimize election spending, including limitation of places where propaganda materials shall be posted, and to prevent and penalize all forms of election frauds, offences, malpractices, and nuisance candidates. 2.8. Recommend to the President the removal of any officer or employee it has deputized, or the imposition of any other disciplinary action, for violation or disregard of, or disobedience to its directive, order, or decision. 2.9. Submit to the President and the Congress a comprehensive report on the conduct of each election, plebiscite, initiative, referendum, or recall. Section 3. The Commission on Elections may sit en banc or in two divisions, and shall promulgate its rules of procedure in order to expedite disposition of election cases, including pre-proclamation controversies. All such election cases shall be heard and decided in division, provided that motions for reconsideration of decisions shall be decided by the Commission en banc.